Emotional outsourcing is the umbrella term I coined to replace the tired, overused labels of codependent, perfectionist, and people pleaser. Those terms have been tossed around so often and so much they've lost any real precision or meaning. Emotional outsourcing is the habit of chronically and habitually looking outside yourself to know what to think, feel, do, who to be. It's what happens when you've been trained by life, family systems, by the patriarchy, white settler colonialism, and capitalism, and all of their shame-based messaging to disconnect from your own internal cues. When safety, love, worth, and belonging were tied to being good, helpful, agreeable, or invisible, your brilliant and amazing nervous system learned to tune in to everyone but yourself. You learned to shapeshift, perform, tap dance for your lovability, and manage other people's emotions as a way to stay safe, especially if the people around you were distracted, unpredictable, emotionally unavailable, demanding of straight A's, or flat out dangerous. Emotional outsourcing is a brilliant survival strategy, not a flaw. In practice, it might look like scanning the room for someone else's mood before you check in with your own, ruminating endlessly after a conversation, replaying it like a crime scene to figure out if you said something wrong and if maybe, just maybe, everyone hates you, apologizing reflexively just in case, struggling to make even basic decisions without consulting the entire peanut gallery, saying yes when every fiber of your being is screaming no, or feeling so disconnected from your own wants and needs that you can't even name them, let alone act on. These are nervous system-driven patterns rooted in the biology of chronic vigilance, in attachment adaptations, in fawn responses, and freeze states. And they're incredibly common, especially for folks raised in high-pressure family systems, marginalized identities, or under the crushing weight of oppression. When approval and praise were the only currencies of love, you learned to abandon your truth to secure crumbs of connection. Of course you did. There's nothing wrong with you. You learned to get by. And here's the good news. These habits are learned. They're not who you are. They're not your character. They're not ingrained. And that means they can be unlearned. Through somatic healing, nervous system regulation, mindset work, and reclaiming your own inner authority, you can rewire your relationship with yourself and the world. You can learn to come home to your body, to trust your own emotions, to make decisions without crowdsourcing. This is the work of healing emotional outsourcing. To shift from believing your worth lives in other people's eyes to knowing it lives in your body.